Hello, viewers. This is Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing my 678 podcast. This is 678 podcast. Like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to preach hard during this art podcast recording as well, not to cause any early feedback as well. And also, if you're under 18, this art podcast recording will change our adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this iPod will change our adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this podcast recording. With this everything out the way, let's get into the topic. Let's get to the topic of the podcast. Recently, I finally watched the Joker. I finally watched the second Joker movie. I gotta say, it's pretty clear that Todd Phillips didn't want to do this. So basically, this whole movie was basically like the whole premise of this whole movie is throughout this whole movie, the Joker, the Harley Quinn was basically a nickname author to be the Joker, or basically or Todd, and it seems like he seemed like he was not really was not up to it, and basically it came to the point like, you know what, I don't want to do this. I clearly don't want to do this. I just all other things to do. Just get this over with. I'm done being Joker. So basically, Todd Phillips, who directed the first Joker film, pretty much made it clear he did not want to do a sequel to this at all. But he did not. But at least, he did put effort to making this clear in the second movie. When it came to when it came to Harley Quinn, forced, her assessing over him, making Joker do that, and basically when it came to Arthur, wanting to be himself instead of the Joker and whatnot. It was pretty clear, and plus throughout the and put out the different musical numbers and whatnot, it is pretty much clear. So basically, this movie was pretty much I did not want him to do this. So basically, Todd Phillips didn't have to do a sequel to this. He could have let a different director to do this, but the studios wanted him, and he could have just said no and let a different director. He's like, you know what? Instead, he's like, you know what? I'll do it, and basically gave them a big fuck. Gave DC a big fu, and just used this movie to make a statement, I did not want to do this sequel at all. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, and basically use this whole movie to just say that to make it clear, I didn't want to do this movie at all. So basically, uh, that's what all this doing. No, give me. So basically, that's what this movie was all about. That's what this movie was all about. Basically, Todd Phillips, one of us in DC wanted to come back to do a sequel to it, and basically I didn't want to, but I decided to use the sequel to make it clear that sometimes we are forced to do things we don't want to. That's what this movie was all about. We just, Todd for the statement that we are forced to do things we don't want to, and basically we need to know when to say no, when to say no, and not do things we are forced to, even though we don't want to do the things. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. That's what the whole Joker, this whole I get Todd Phillips his due, his due with this second movie. He made a statement in this movie, so basically, I'll just leave it at this. So anyway, that's all I got to say about this movie. What do you guys think about this second Joker movie? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Anyway, signing off from Screen Reviews. One.